Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Extinct Originals. And for this very special episode, we'll be featuring a closer look on our LEGO custom Altirhinus from Dinosaur King. Alright. Hi there everyone, and we're back for another video, a custom piece that I've done so far, and this is the Altirhinus that is actually based off from the Dinosaur King Altirhinus design. And although there are a few changes that I did on this one, it's actually still based on the coloration on that particular dinosaur. And here is a photo of it, as you can see, as a reference for all of you guys. So for some of you who have had chance to watch Dinosaur King, it is actually one of those dinosaur series, anime series that have included, I would say, obscure species within the dinosaur era, and it is where most of the dinosaurs were introduced for people or for kids that have not, had access to dinosaur species that are rather, like I said, obscure and are not well known of, as such as, Tyrannosaurus Rex or Stegosaurus or Triceratops. So this is actually one of those that I've been longing to do also for a long time now, because of the hadrosaurs that I've done. I have not, actually done species that would have ornate nasal protuberances, and this is actually one of those that I have at the moment. There are others that I also would like to create in the near future, and if you do have suggestions, please comment them down below. So, let's have a closer look on this one. So we have here the head, and it has some, articulation to it, because it has this type of articulation where you can move the head like so. Like, for example, it's going to clear its ear like that. So some animation can be done in this. Of course, it can move its head up, down, and of course, if you want to make it feed or drink something, then of course you just have to pull out the arm there and then have it drink something like that. And then of course the arms and the legs can move separately, as if it's running or chasing after a kid, an offspring, or probably running after running from a predator. Then that is also something of a pose that you can actually do on this particular figure. It has some detailing on the back, as you can see. I added those so that it would have that hadrosaur-like design to it, and then of course the overall color scheme is very reminiscent to my old Albertosaurus from Jurassic World Evolution. And but nonetheless, I think I did a really pretty good job in terms of interpreting the colorations on this one. And of course, the nasal bob here would be a bright colored yellow, just to highlight its main feature. Of course, eyes are detailed here as well as on the other side. And that's it for the closer look on our Altirhinus. I hope you like this one. Let's now move on to the next portion of the video. Alright, so for size comparisons, let's bring back here our friend Rexy or EB. And as you can see here, standing beside our Altirhinus, it actually is the actual size. And as you can see here on the photo beside it here, comparing it with a human, the Altirhinus is actually of the same scale as that of a minifigure now. Alright, so let's now compare with other species that I have so far, and let's start from the small one. And here is the a recolor of my Stegorous, and as you can see here, it had this red wine coloration to it and some gray details on the head as well as on the body with some yellowish details, right? And I think it made my Stegorous a little bit more cute than the previous colors that I had on it. So if you haven't seen the Stegorous video yet, the tutorial is quite good. And if you like to make, similar dinosaurs of the same size, then that tutorial video is something that you might want to look into. Another one is the YANGCHUANOSAURUS, and this is a species that is almost the same size as that of our Altirhinus, as you can see here. Yeah, almost the same size, although of course it is in the configuration of the Stegosaurus family. It had some articulation on the tail, as you can see, and then of course articulation on the head, and of course on the legs as well. So this is actually based off from, I believe, and if I can still correctly remember, the design from Jagged Tank Designs, and it had these rows of armor or stone-like details along its sides and on its back, making it quite, I would say, unique Stegosaurian in my opinion. And the colors are quite vibrant, and I really like how it was really I would say ethnic in design as well. Alright, so another one in my listing would be this Tenontosaurus, and this is actually based off from the Tenontosaurus. It had this really long tail compared to its body length, as you can see here. I really like the muted design and colors on the Tenontosaurus, and the tail details also would have not just the back rows details but also on the sides as well. So it was a unique design, and I really like how the aisle depicted the Tenontosaurus. Alright, so we also have here another one that is quite a show off in terms of overall design aesthetic. It had this bald head to it, and this actually based off from the a kilobator of beast of the Mesozoic Cyberzoic line, and I really like how they designed it. It had this bald head to it, and then it had tufts of feather on the shoulder, very much like that of a vulture or an osprey. And then of course it had this what do you call this, a bald eagle like configuration on the tail. So if you haven't seen how I actually made this, guys, please check it out. It's a really cool design aesthetic on when you want to make your current raptors. This is probably something that you would like to recreate on your own. Alright, so that is the Akilobator. Alright, so another one would be this oldie but really classic, and I'm actually looking at probably remaking the CRICHTONSAURUS here. Although it had some design aesthetic to it, the designs are quite very simple but effective still. So it had these Stegosaurian plates on the sides like so. It had a letter M design on the head, and then yeah, so it's quite good, but I guess detailing wise it lacks in that particular department. Alright, next would be this Stretiomimus. Alright, so I really like how I did this one. It's simple yet effective. The head doesn't really have articulation on the mouth. However, it has some articulation here on the neck, which allows it to move look up and look down a little bit. Of course, it has articulations on the base of the neck, and it wouldn't be an ornithomimid if it cannot be posed in a running position. So that's how my ornithomimus is recreated. Another really cool design that I am actually wanting to, re-show here on the channel would be this recolor of my cannot be seen, my YANGCHUANOSAURUS, and it had this bright orange head coloration to it with blue highlights on the head. It had this bald back, but nonetheless, the overall design on the head makes up for the bald design on it. And of course, it had this leopard skin-like design on the sides and lots of detailing, of course, on the rest of the body. And yeah, so if you haven't checked out my reversion of the YANGCHUANOSAURUS, please check it out on Extinctrix. Alright, so that's it for the size comparisons, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one. Let's now move on to the next. And here it is, guys. The gang is complete. And if you do have other suggestions of other creatures that you'd like to see here on Extinctrix, then please comment them down below. I do read them up. And if I feel that that is something that I can include here on the channel, then definitely will do so. Also, Amy here would like to remind you guys that all that you see here is actually available in our Extinctrix channel and on our playlist. But if you do would like to just click on the links below, then I'll also be putting them down also. Let's now move on to Extinctrix PC roll call. Let's start from this side. So this is our Extinctrix version of the Jagged Fang Designs YANGCHUANOSAURUS. This is my old version of the my old custom. This is the CRICHTONSAURUS. This is my version of the Ornithomimimus from Jurassic World Alive. This is my version of the YANGCHUANOSAURUS based off the design of the Jagged Fang Designs as well. This is my recolor of the STEGOROUS. This is my version of the Aculobator, and of course this is the Tenotosaurus from the Isle. And of course, the start of the show here, this is the my version of the Dinosaur King Altirhinus. And I hope you guys enjoyed this one, because I really liked how I was able to recreate the this particular dinosaur. I know it's not something that was quite ever present in most of the paleo media, but we have to understand that there are a lot of dinosaurs that are out there that you may not know, but are quite unique and beautiful as well. So this is one of them, the Altirhinus. And that's it for the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed this short video, and I'll see you on the next. Bye for now. Please do not forget to support our other channels, So Universe, The Adventures of My Rhinocer, and Tito Mike's Kitchen. Please watch their videos and support our channel by subscribing, guys. And as we always would say, let your inner dino break roar! Thanks everyone, and bye! Bye for now!